What is going on, guys? Miles here, and today we're going to be looking at all 12 of the new weapon variants in Infinite Warfare. These were actually added a couple of days ago, but we'll start off with the RAK-9 shotgun, which has a new variant called Precision Strike, and this is a rare, so costs about 500 salvage to craft roughly, and this one lets you aim down sights quicker, but actually reduces your hip fire accuracy, and it also gives you slightly increased movement speed, which is pretty good, because back in old Call of Duties, actually aiming down sights with shotguns was actually a bad thing, and it actually was worse to do, but I think in recent Call of Duties, now aiming down sights is worth it, so this variant sounds pretty good to me. We then have an MV4 epic variant called Chaos, which is the first assault rifle on this list and the first epic variant. This one has two bonuses once again. You can craft it or get it through supply drops, obviously. The first one is called Celerity, which increases hip fire rate when you're not aiming down sights, but reduces hip fire rate whilst you're aiming down sights, which is pretty interesting. And it also has the ability called Steady, which reduces hip fire spread. So kind of makes you want to hip fire with this gun, but honestly, I don't see this variant being super useful because I never really see myself actually hip firing with this gun. Always want to be getting those like long range kills with the MV4, so I don't think this variant's very good. The third variant we have is for the Volk, which sort of looks like an AK-47, and this one's a rare variant called the Vexed, which increases the rate at which you aim down sights, but it does reduce hipfire accuracy, and it also has the Creeper ability, which increases movement speed whilst crouched. Now, honestly, I think this Creeper ability is literally useless. I never really see myself moving around whilst crouched with like any gun in the game, so I think that ability is pretty useless, and I do think the other ability though is pretty good, because I typically do aim down sights whilst using the Volk. Moving on, we have the K-Bar 32 Bunker Buster, which is a legendary variant, and this one's pretty interesting because it has the nuclear bonus, which is where you get a deatomizer strike if you get a 25 kill streak, and it also has the stockpile bonus, which gives you increased ammo, so that one's not too great, but the nuclear is pretty good, honestly, and hopefully every weapon in the game will eventually have some sort of nuclear variant. At least that's what I hope to see. There was one new variant for the SMGs, and this one is a common variant for the RPR Evo called the Cheap Shot, which reduces hipfire spread while sliding. It's not a great variant, but obviously it's going to be super cheap, so maybe it's not too bad, and I think it will help with getting some camos as well. There's also a couple of variants for the snipers. We have the DMR1 Snap Frost, which is a legendary where damage actually slows the target for a short amount of time. And I know another sniper variant has this bonus, but I can't exactly remember which one off the top of my head. And it also has the creeper bonus like we mentioned earlier, which is pretty useless. We then have another sniper variant, but this time it's for the KBS Longbow, and it's actually an epic variant. We have the Harbinger, which has two bonuses. We have Feeder, which reduces rechamber time and also reduces movement speed. And we also have Focus, which reduces idle sway whilst aiming down sights. Now, this variant could be absolutely massive. I know the Focus bonus isn't that great, but the Feeder bonus is pretty damn insane. We don't exactly know how much it reduces the rechamber time and how much it reduces movement speed, but that actually could be pretty huge if you're going for some like quad feeds and stuff. Moving on to the LMGs, we have the RAW or the Raw Headhunter bonus, which is a legendary. This one has two bonuses. We have Hitman, where killing all enemies grants a large boost to your specialist, and also we have Stability, which gives you reduced recoil. Now, we don't exactly know how much this will help your specialist, but I actually really like the idea of this bonus. It does sound pretty cool, and it'll be really difficult in some game modes like Search and Destroy, but in other game modes it should be fairly easy to do, like in Team Deathmatch and stuff, but it does sound pretty good. We also have a rare variant for the Titan light machine gun called the Reconnoiter. I don't know how to say that word, and it doesn't really seem English to me, but this one has the sensor bonus, which targets enemies on the map when you damage them. And it also has Sharpshooter, which increases damage with range, which is pretty useful for an LMG. It's not like an amazing variant, but it's not too bad if you have the spare salvage. Heading back over to the shotguns, we have another variant for the Banshee called the Doppler, which is an epic variant, and this one sounds pretty cool. It has the Sonic Boom bonus, which gives a high frequency blast with each shot, and it also has the Readiness bonus, which allows you to reload faster when your mag's empty. The second one isn't so useful, but the first one does sound pretty sick. And for the Reaver, we have a common variant called the Skyver, which increases damage range, and obviously this is a common, so it's not a great variant, but I think it's better than the Desolate, so I'd actually recommend buying this variant over the Desolate if you have 200 salvage. Just in case you guys don't know, the Desolate is actually another variant for the Reaver, which allows you to reload faster when your mag is empty, and it's also a common one, but honestly, I think the Skyver is a lot better, so I'd definitely recommend buying that one. And finally, the last variant we have is for the Type 2 assault rifle called Double Fist, and this one is also a common one and it increases your weapon melee speed, so pretty useless variant in my opinion, and I would probably stick with the Frenetic, which is another common variant for this gun, and this one gives you reduced hipfire spread. But there we have it, they are all of the brand new weapon variants which were added to Infinite Warfare just a couple of days ago. Let me know down in the comments below which weapon variant is your favourite, and also if you guys found this video useful, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, that would be absolutely awesome. But I'll see you guys in my next video.